right, here they come. Let's see our starting grid tonight. There you go on the pole. Matt Rucci and Brandon Buggs there in the second position there. Then Wes Graham, Brandon Osborne, Chris Essery, Charles Gray, Logan Pugh, Stefan Benendi. I'm going to change that camera because, man, they are loud right now. Jason Lance in row 5 and Andrew Ewing starting on the outside row there. Row 6, Kenneth Spooner and Clint Spells. Row 7, James Hilton and Kyle Cleveland. And unfortunately, it looks like some of our driver photos are not working tonight, but that is work in progress, so keep in mind that will be fixed eventually down the road. Riley Wilson and Leonard Fodoraro in row 8. Row 9, Christopher Fleissner, Jerry Maynard. Row 10, Zachary Guzman, Robert Webb. And we Scott Barkman and Robert Keller in row 11. Row 12, Alexander Reno, Stephen Thompson, Dylan Macedo, and Anthony DeFrenchi in row 13. 14 is Jeffrey Spells and Ben Tuttle. Stephen Harris and David Allen in 15. 16 and Nick Sargent and Ryan Potter. Row 17, Tony Wilson and Joel Brown. Row 18, Javier Rodriguez, Isaiah. 19, Aaron Beaver. There you go. We are ready to get underway. Lights are off on the pace car. Ryan, it's time to go racing here under the lights at Daytona.
Rolling good, rolling good.
Everyone shut the up. We're going racing. Here we go, and they're off. Great start so far. They made it through the S-bend. Let's see if lap 1, turn 1. Will it be a meme? Will they crash? Oh my God, everyone's got their good boy pants on and they didn't crash. Thank God. We are off, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Yes, we are. And we've already got that outside lane falling back a little bit. And that is Osborne pushing on the back bumper of the 81 of Bugs.
We're seeing the nice drafting going on in the front here. We got Wes the Mess Graham up front pushing on the 28 car of Matt Rucci. By the way, I'm gonna butcher some of these names. I was watching the drivers like rows. I was like, oh Warren, oh God.
Well, and for me, he's driving Alex Bowman's Ally 48 machine. That's what I see.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why I'm getting that paint, but I don't see the 28 car, sadly.
Oh, in the front there. Oh yeah, he's showing up as Ally for you. Okay. In next intermission, we'll try and fix that because I think I got a fix for you.
Okay, not a problem at all. Riding on board here with Osborne as he's pushing on the back of the 81. You can see that bottom lane is starting to move forward a little bit more. And the outside is just not getting that formed up with all those cars. This is something they're not used to in this league, is having this many drivers to have to deal with when it comes to lanes.
Man, that is so cool seeing the amount of cars going all the way back. Looks awesome. So much movement going on in the field. But those 1, 2, and 3 cars are really starting to lose the pack.
And the caution flies. We had something happen there. I want to find out who that was. Somebody dropped like a rock there. And I'm not seeing what actually happened here. Wow. Still rolling and flipping. That was the 12 car for me there on that one. We're going to find out what happened here in just a few moments. It would be helpful if it wasn't the 12 car. What number was that car supposed to be? The 12? It was 90 something, 92. I think something like that.
It's the 78 car. Looks like went backwards there.
78. Okay.
It looks like number 5
to me. Find out what
me.
happened. I don't know why.
I think
the 78 is just not there on the track anymore. So I'm gonna go.
Some connection issues, I believe.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and find out what happened here. Yeah, that is looking like some major connection issues there for sure.
They're on the Starbucks Wi-Fi. Get off the Wi-Fi. We're not going to sugarcoat it and be like,
no,
oh, we don't know. We're not going to try and paint it that this is not internet racing.
Yeah, I'm telling you this. I can't. It's so bad that his track, like, it wouldn't even show up anymore.
Yeah,
it was just deleted. So unfortunate there. Who else was involved? That would be. It's like Scott Bartman might have had a little bit of that. Well, I'm not really sure. We're trying to find out who is still on track after that incident. But, man, here's one right here. We try to find out what happened here under caution. But, yeah, it looks like everybody's having... It looks like the whole field is kind of stacked up and had a lot of issues there. Really hard to say. We're going to watch right here. Right in front of them is where it looks like it all went down. Yeah, that was just the 5 car. Had a lot of problems. The 9 car gets a little bit of that there. And backs right on into the 4 of Robert Kellert. Nowhere for the 22 of Alex Reno to go. And he gets caught up in that one and gets spun by the 13 of Spells. Absolute mess right there. That's not what you want to see this early on in the going. Yikes. No, 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 no. Let's get caught back up here in the fronts. I don't think anybody's going to be taking tires. It doesn't seem like that would ever be a good idea this early on. And fast repairs. That's going to help out a lot here.
That is unfortunate. It looked like a car lost connection. And unfortunately, when you're racing so close to each other, you need the good connection, and any type of connection issues you can be a disaster. And that we witnessed that just then. So unfortunately, that can happen when you're racing online with strangers.
And that's what you saw happen there. He just popped out of the world and just popped right back in there, and then no one had any reaction time at those speeds. And you saw what happened. So sadly, quite a few good drivers involved in that crash, but it really threw the scoring loops for a spin whenever that happened, whenever they dropped.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
Is your timing screen all good, or is it still a little messed up?
It's back to normal now. Looking good.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the 48 car. You said you had a good idea of how to get rid of it?
Oh, so I think if you go options, and then go to graphic.
Mm-hmm.
And then go all the way down on the right side to hide car numbers. Make sure that's checked.
Hide card numbers? So that's, I always have that.
Yeah?
Yep. We're going to do it right now. As unprofessional as it absolutely is. Yeah, it's checked. Hide car numbers.
Okay. Well, I guess that's not the issue.
Yeah, that's done it. I don't know why. Unless they swapped out paints for something and then swapped it back.
Minute?
Yep,
yeah.
And it's stuck in there. Hard to say, but hey, we're 2x2 now. Getting ready to restart this thing. Wes Graham is your leader right now after all that carnage. And we have a lot of racing to go. Only completed 6 laps so far here. And it's going to come down to this restart. For guys to kind of just feel it out, see where they want to run. And I got to say, it seems like the bottom lane was really charging there at the end, but no matter what, it's going to come down to the amount of drivers that are in line and are keeping the best line.
And who can give the best pushes? Who can push the car in front the best?
Yes. Yeah, and Osborne was involved in that wreck as well. He's towards the back, having to get that fast repair done. I don't see his car anywhere actually right now. Not sure what happened to the big beef car at all.
This is gonna be by the way, guys, this is gonna be a challenge for us. You guys don't know the drivers. We don't know
we don't know
drivers. So give us a minute when we're like, I don't know who the heck that is.
Yes.
Because there's so many new faces. So please be patient with that one. Because there's gonna be a lot of that for the first couple races here.
All right, pace car is down and away. Green flag in the air. Back underway here at Daytona. And that's Wes the Mess on the outside, trying to hold off the bottom lane, but that bottom lane got a good shove from the 2, and now he is pushing Rucci.
So far, so good. Hopefully everyone's connections can hold up here.
A lot of movement coming out of 2. Everybody made it through there, no problem. And you can just see how much these cars are getting blown around right now in that draft. And here comes Bugs to the bottom, trying to get the push from Rucci.
Nice run by the 33 car. I think it's the 33. Oh, no, it's not. God,
I don't know why they did what the things they did to us.
God.
We asked them one simple thing.
Sixth. They got a good run. They're behind, I don't know.
We're watching.
Never mind.
I'm watching DeFrenchie right there pushing on the back of the 26. Or sorry, the 25, and he's pushing, okay, somebody real low there. Not sure who that was. Was that one of the, that was, not sure. Yeah, way out of line. And he comes back across and wrecks him.
Oh my God.
You hate to see, unbelievable. That was just, I mean, he got in the grass. He had nowhere to go.
That's going to be the 36 car Gage Boogman.
That was Gage that created that one. Where you have to find his car. I don't know if they're, I don't know why. Every time that happens, the scoring loops just go nuts.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Gage. Never mind. He got caught up in it. Okay.
Then that's why he's not popping up for me.
Yeah.
What's the 87 of Gray doing there? Man, almost got in the back end of the 13 after that whole thing. I'm trying to find out who this was so we can see exactly what happened. But the problem is we're seeing cars numbers that don't match what we see.
Oh, it was Jerry Maynard. 53, Jerry Maynard.
The 53 of Jerry?
Yeah, he tried to re-enter the track, and he bounced off of the bus stop for the road loop.
Right.
Bumped off the curb and lost traction and just took some of these cars out.
Yeah, we're going to watch right here what happened from the drone. Yeah, he just...
Yeah, you'll see this when he
down
tries
low
to re-enter.
there. And he just re-entered the track. He hit that grass, and it upset the car, and he just went right into him there.
He hit the...
There's more connection issues after that, too, unfortunately. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, he hit the curb of the road course there, which sent his back end up into the air, lost rear traction, and completely came back into the field. That was... he did not mean to do that, guys. He did not just completely turn right. Car got... unfortunately, he couldn't keep it on off the grass and off the bus stop there. Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate there, but hey, that's how it goes. And I mean, in that situation, you want to let off the gas. You want to get back in line and get back on the track. But I see what he's doing. He thought he could, rejoin, no problem. And turns out that didn't happen. But he'll get a fast repair and get back out there once again.
Yeah, that was just an accident. Honest mistake by Jerry. Jerry's a good driver, and he would not do an unsafe entry. Just he couldn't keep it on the apron and off the grass, unfortunately.
There's your lucky dog right there. That is Brandon Osborne in the 80 car. He is going to come all the way back around and get back on the lead lap. And I don't think we've seen the end of that 80 car tonight. That I can tell you. It looks like he got that taken care of by coming down pit road and getting a fast repair, but now that only means he only has one left. So is he going to be playing it safe in the back of the pack, or is he going to try to charge?
Oh, he's going to charge. Are you kidding me? He's only got one mode, and it's hammered down.
A lot of these drivers having some connection issues tonight. Seen a lot of flashing there and a lot of dropping.
Wonder if it's because the field is so large. I don't think that's true because no, it definitely isn't.
You just have more people now that have different connection speeds that you're dealing with at the same time. Oh, that makes sense though.
If it's race night, you gotta tell the family to get off Netflix and stop downloading stuff. Get off Netflix, Mom.
Get off Netflix.
Stop watching The Office for the 90th time.
All right, they are going to go 2x2. Lights are off on the pace car. It'll be green flag racing next time by. And these guys have just kind of got to get a little bit of a groove. We haven't got to see a whole lot here. Only lap 11. And this is the second caution. And we're hoping to get a green flag run here so we see these lines and what they can do.
Yeah, unfortunate, couple unfortunate accidents there, but we haven't seen the big one just yet. A lot of drivers were able to steer clear of that with only a couple getting caught up. So yeah, a couple accidents early on, but it hasn't been disaster for most of the field, which has been good. So there's still lots of racing left, and there's still lots of cars in the mix, which is that's really good. Nobody's completely broken here.
Well, now it's going to be up to Graham, Bugs, Essery, Rucci, Pugh, and Spells. Macedo, Fodderaro, maybe?
Oh, that's it's actually Ferrero Rocher. Leonard
Perfect.
Ferrero Rocher.
DeFrenchie up in the mix. Look at that top 10. He's making his way towards the front.
Check out that 22 car of Alexander Reno. He is not looking too healthy out there. He's got a lot of damage.
Yes, he does. Lights are off on that pace car, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. And West the Mess in the 88 is going to be the car in control. Green flag back in the air under the lights at Daytona.
Good start. Another good start. And see how many laps they can get in on this green flag run before the next caution. I think everyone, it just, you know what? Everyone's a bag of nerves right now. I know how it is. Your heart's racing, man. As much as this is pretend internet racing in your underwear, your adrenaline is going. So I think a lot of these drivers just got to settle in, take a big deep breath, and just relax and drive the car. It's Daytona. It's not hard. It's not rocket science.
And if you want to see how crazy it is right here, riding on board with Matt Rucci, right behind the 88 of Graham, this is how close, and this is what it's like to see out of the front of these cars. Caution flies.
Another caution. What happened?
We're going to find out what happened. Trying to find what driver is dropping to the back quickly. Going to be Steven Thompson there. Nope, he has a little bit of damage on that car, but nothing terrible. We're going to back it up here and try to find out what happened for you guys, but it's anybody's guess at this point. I'm going to watch this group here. It looks like it might have come out of this group right here, coming in 3 and 4. And in the 15 car there was really, really wildly out of position there. So it could be one of these guys here. Let's see. I have no idea who it was involved in that one.
Yeah, same. I'm trying to look back.
I don't know why the caution came out. I don't see any smoke. I don't see any cars in that one at all. I couldn't tell you. Very strange.
Yeah, I'm trying to rewind here, see if you can see. Yep, that one will be a mystery.
That was an absolute mystery. I don't know what happened, but the caution does fly once again here.
You know what I might do, Jeff? I might put my camera on the guy at the very back of the field.
There you go.
Just so I can see who the hell is getting caught up in these wrecks and why these cautions are. That's what I'm going to do. So I can tell you what's going on in the rear.
All right. Sounds good to me. And that was the 81 there of Brandon Bugs doing the fake out, what he likes to do there, and no one's going to take that seriously at all.
Dead joke, Bugs. Dead joke. Come on, new content. He does it every race.
Every single race,
practice sessions. That's how you know that guy's been playing too much NIS.
Well, he did get on the outside there. He got around those guys, and he is now our leader, which he finished P2 last night in the NIS series. We have a car making their way around right now in the Nesquik car. I'll try to find out who that is on the move. That is the Isaiah Stevens there in the 44 Nesquik car getting that lap. He is the lucky dog on this one here. That means we're going to be green here in about 2 laps right now. Back under caution here at Daytona for an unknown reason. We have no idea why the yellow flew, but it did.
Well, they met their quota of 2 green laps, so they had to throw it. They said, you guys got to slow down. You're going too fast.
And, you know, if you're a driver, it is absolutely frustrating to get a little bit of racing and then you're back under caution, a little bit of racing and under caution. And the reason for that is because it's Daytona. You know, it's a 2.5 mile track. And it's not fun to pace around here at these speeds. And these guys get bored real easy. They start getting antsy and they're going to start making little crazier and crazier moves as time goes on.
You know, Jeff, a wise man once said, very wise man once said, that it's been forever since a caution. Green flags are so boring. I forgot the rest of the lyrics, but you know how it goes.
All right, and FRN got a hold of us and told us how to fix the drivers' photos, and they will be fixed for the next race. So I know you wanted to see these guys, and you'll get to see them next time, I promise. All right, lights are off on the pace car, and we are going to get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. We're on the back stretch right now, so we have a little bit further to go here. But yeah, you can see the little banking there, or you can see the curb right there where he actually hit earlier and caused that crash there. It's a good shot of it there, just how much of a curbing there's actually there on the road course at the Roval here. And that's West the Mess going to be restarting in P3. Chris Essery there in P2. Let's go back racing here, folks. All right, Ryan, I'm going to let you call this one.
Well, I'm watching the end of the field here, so I'll try my best.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now so I can see what's going on with these cautions, because I don't like the mystery.
Green.
And while green is in the air, and let's see if they can make it more than 3 laps around this track without another mystery caution. I see some blinking going on there at the very front with your front driver there, who I can't tell. It's so far away. Matt Rucci, maybe? I can't tell. Anyways, so far so good. Looks like their front pack is leaving this middle pack here just a touch. We got a bunch of people on the outside starting a nice train to try and gain position, but they are falling like a rock there. And that looks like position 10, 11, 12. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, and I was watching right back there. I think that's Jason Aaron Beaver there in the 97, but right behind him, back to Ryan Potter. That's where the whole gap starts to fall apart. And I'm not sure what's going on with that, but they're not able to get it going at all. And Charles Gray's stuck in traffic. We have a push out front by Rucci, pushing on the back bumper of Essery, trying to get by Wes and Bugs, which are both working together here at this point.
That's a dangerous combo. If you can get 2 very skilled drivers working together, look out, because they can make some moves. I know Wes and I did that back in season, I want to say 5 in the trucks at Texas. I stuck on his bumper that whole race, and we were able to finish a P1 and 2. But yeah, so you gotta be careful for those dynamic duos. If they get working together, that can be dangerous for all the other drivers. And you're seeing that right now with Wes giving a nice push on who's that out front? That's Bugs. How about that?
Yeah, you got Brandon Bugs there in P1. That's Graham, and then you got Pugh right there pushing on the back of the 88, and those 3 have actually started to pull away from Rucci.
Just some information here from the backfield. Kenneth Spooner, who I've been watching, has lost the draft, and he is falling back fast. So we might actually have a lapped car to deal with. He's still in sight of everybody, but within, I'd say, the next 3-4 laps, they might be catching him. So that's a scary prospect there, having a lap car.
Well, Rucci decided to drop back down and push on the back of the 2 of Essery there. So Essery has closed the gap, and now there is no more of an outside lane. It's kind of just falling down into a single file lane down on the bottom. And this is what we know as the freight train here at Daytona. Just we're happy that they're not running it on the wall. But they're really, and here in the back, you can see that's Brandon Osborne back there, really trying to get aggressive to get around those guys. And it's really frustrating because you cannot get by anybody because it's down to the draft.
He does not have a push from the guy behind him who almost wrecks it on the side. They're trying to side draft. He's got to go all the way to the top lane.
Yeah, it was Jerry Maynard there. Almost got into the side of him.
So hopefully Jerry can get a push on Brandon there. They can catch this next pack, but we are seeing a 3-pack difference here. We got a front pack, middle pack, and a very rear pack. And they're gonna have to, man, this is gonna be tough racing for these guys to get up to that to those front positions.
And this is just showing you how close these cars actually get to each other on the track. And right now, you know, we're looking off the back bumper here of the 81 at Wes Graham, but Wes isn't pushing as hard as he can right now. You're seeing what is a comfortable distance for these guys, and once in a while I'll come up and touch them here and there, but with the geometry on the back of these cars, it's really not a good idea to constantly push on someone.
Yeah, and then you have the whole factor of dirty air, which is in this sim. Your engine will overheat if you are following a little too long. I found out of a hard way once that I looked down at my gauges and I didn't think they actually worked. I thought they were just there for decoration, but no, they were yelling at me that your engine's overheating because I hadn't gotten clean air into my engine.
And there's the caution.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who that was. A lot of guys just kind of off track immediately when that happens, and it makes it really difficult for us to try to find out. But looks like James Hilton was involved in that, and we're going to back it up and see what exactly all took place there. But yeah, it looks like there was 3 wide racing back here coming through turn number 2, and then things just kind of got squirrely here. There's the 53 of Maynard between the 89 of Hilton and the 26 car, and then it just kind of got away from him. Yeah, right there. It looks like Hilton got into the left side immediately, and then I don't know what happened, netcode or something. They dropped completely off the radar, and we did not get to see the actual crash happen. And then they popped back into view where we caught them there driving in the grass there. So that was just James Hill. It was just 3 wide racing incident back there in the back.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have not completed that many green flag laps so far. I believe this is our 4th caution now, 4th or 5th. Who's keeping track anymore?
We're all shocked.
We're all shocked.
We're all very shocked. Shocked Pikachu face. Does that mean still alive? Probably not. Well, if you're having dinner right now, this is a good time to get up, stretch your legs, go have a little...
Wes Graham coming down pit road.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Wes Graham decided to come down pit road. He wasn't faked out by the 81 when he tried to make that fake move, but Wes deciding to come down pit road. This is interesting. Is he going to try to make this one more stop by coming down on pit road and getting fuel early on? That could be the case.
Yeah, interesting.
And away he is.
That was a quick pit stop. I can't tell if that's a quick pit stop or now because I guess they've probably modeled in the faster tire changes.
Right.
I didn't see if he actually changed his tires or not. Did you see that? Not sure.
I did. Well, I did not. I couldn't tell. I mean, it was such a fast stop. It looked like he just got a splash of fuel.
Yeah, I'm gonna replay that and see if I can see the car lifting off the ground there. Let me have a look. Because if that's the case, those are some crazy fast pit stops.
Yeah, they are.
I believe... Nope, he just got a splash of fuel.
All right, just going with the fuel. And I think that is he's just going to try to extend that fuel window so he can do it in one stop. Now, that means that these other guys that are out here in the front, they still have another stop they have to make.
Interesting. I didn't think fuel was that big of a factor. I thought it was going to be a one-stop race maybe, but... maybe not.
I mean, if anybody knows what they're doing when it comes to, you know, pit road, it's going to be the 88 for sure. So I'm not sure. This is definitely a strategy call for him to try to not have to worry about green flag pit stops, or maybe he's worried there's going to be too many caution flags and there won't be enough fuel to run at the end when we try our attempts at a green-white checker.
Only time will tell, Jeff. I'm just trying to go through the Rolodex of fun racing sayings here.
Yes.
But yeah, let's, here's another race. Can we talk about, who are we talking, can we talk about, who should we talk about? I just wanted to say, can we talk about, let's talk about Charles Gray. Charles Gray, we've seen him before. He's sitting P12. He is a man that, no stranger to the big tracks here. And, he's actually, I don't know, has he won, you know, he has won an OCRP. I don't know if it was at Daytona, but I think it was at a mile and a half. But anyways, what do you think a guy in the mid pack right now, assuming we get some actual green flag racing in here, Jeff, what do you think a guy that's sitting in P12 has got to do to move up?
It's time to go. He wants to get away from this middle pack 100%. He wants to be run up there in the top 10, and he's definitely got a car that can do it, and he's a driver that can do it. So it's going to come down to being patient here on these laps and seeing what is going to happen first. Is the top lane gonna, you know, start going before the bottom lane? That's the thing. You have to make those decisions pretty quick in the moment, because if you choose the wrong lane, you're falling back, and now you start all over again.
Yeah, it is. You have to think on the fly. You have to kind of, it's like choosing which shopping, you know, when you're in the shopping center and you got to choose which line's going faster. So you jump between the two, and sometimes you made the wrong choice. It's kind of like that.
That actually just happened the other day. And then they were asking for a manager, and the manager was walking over towards them and then just looked at them and just looked the other way and kept walking. Wouldn't help. Not my job. It was ridiculous.
So you went shopping with Bugs then. He was in front of you. He was asking.
Green flag back in the air at Daytona. Let's see if these guys can hold off by not giving us another caution anytime soon. That would be nice.
Please race clean, you guys. Come on, let's go. We want some racing. So far, so good.
I don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah, that top lane's moving.
Yeah, but they don't have enough cars. No one's jumping up there to help out. I don't know what those guys in the back are doing. They're going to all stay on the bottom of the conga line and trying to stick with that.
That bottom line's going to be moving here on the front or on the back straight. Not much side drafting going on.
No, right now everybody being very reserved with side drafting right now, and it is a big deal. And, well, Brandon's going to come up there and just say hello to the 54 car a little bit there, but Pew, and has no issues getting back down to the bottom. You don't have to get right on their door for a full side draft, but I think we'll see that later on in the race for sure.
Oh, yeah, you're going to see those cars moving side to side pretty quickly as we start nearing the end of the race.
You know, we haven't even got to even do a crank it up yet because we've had too many cautions for that.
Now we've been cranking it down. You can't say that.
You can't say that. Oh, we got some smoke in the back there. Everything good? I take it everything in the back was fine. I saw a bunch of smoke come out of the back.
Everything in the back was fine. I'm kind of watching like 3/4 of the way back. I'm trying to watch the main field because there's like 4 cars that are solo behind me. So if they spin, I miss it.
And we're watching out here. Kellert's made his way up into the top 5 as he is on the back there. The 67 car of Quadraro.
Who's that in 6th place? Which Spells brother is that? Is that Clint or Jeff in 6th?
In 6th, that is
6 and 7.
I can't tell.
Can't tell either. Okay.
That's a new scheme. That's a new paint. I don't know what that is. Never seen that before.
Believe that's going to be Clint Spells. Clint
there you go.
In 6th place.
Clint in the top 10. And this is where it comes down to, you know, guys that we see that run in the back or run in the middle of the pack in a lot of different races. This is going to be a whole new package, a whole new set of, you know, racing. And then on top of that, throw the restrictor plate in there, or this style of racing right here with the super speedways, and it's anybody's game.
Looks like we just had a retirement too. Tony C. Wilson is parking the car. I'm hearing through the radio right now. He ran out of fast repairs, and it looks like his car is butchered. I think he got caught up in some wrecks there. So unfortunate for Tony, but fortunate for Tony in the 76 camp. But that's the way she goes.
And that's a huge gap between the last car on that pack. And now these 3 guys trying to jump in line last second.
Look at that single file, everyone down the bottom. We got ourselves a road train here.
Yep, just a little bit. I think, you know what? We're going to take advantage of this. If they're all in a single line, I think we can crank it up a little bit here. Let's do it.
Crank it up, Jeff.
And there it is, right there. We got a lot of cars involved in that one back there. Just give me a number of somebody. 88 of Wes sliding right there, trying to get around that mess. And I'm not sure who started that one, but we're going to find out here shortly. The whole front of Guzman's car is completely gone. That was not good at all. We saw that one there in that crank it up cam. We're going to back it up right now and try to find out what happened here with this group of cars that were back here. It looks like it might happen in front of them. The 11 car of Kyle Cleveland being the one spinning there.
Between the 33 and the 11. Yeah, Kyle Cleveland. Yeah, they unfortunate there. That was he drifted up to the middle line there, and unfortunately the 43 car was right there. Nowhere to go, and he got turned. That's gonna be Joel Brown 5.
Yeah, Cleveland got right into Brown, and around he goes into the wall, and then this is where it all changed. Look at that car coming completely off the ground there. And the roof flaps come out right in front of everybody.
Involved. A lot of people could not avoid that one. It looks like Charles Gray might be a victim of that one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened with Wes Graham. We saw him sliding through, trying to avoid the wreck. I don't think that he got any damage on that car, but we're going to find out here shortly.
Oh, he got taken out by the 03 car. Wes trying to avoid it, and got taken out by the 3 car, who was also trying to avoid it. But he actually, nice. He saved the car. He got maybe a little bit of right rear quarter damage, but he's still good to go, Jeff.
That's good to hear. And yeah, and right here, it looks like it might have been maybe a side draft attempt there, gone horribly wrong. That's always a possibility. But at these speeds, it's really hard to say. It looks like Aaron Beaver had no choice but to get into the 11 there as well. So that's going to be nose damage on the 97. But yeah, you thought everything was clear and good to go here, and then boom, in real time, you can see this car flying around, and bam, right into the 87 of Charles Gray. And you know, I got to say, that was an ARCA break by the 87 of Gray. 100%.
He thought he could power through it.
He thought he could get through that, and that just did not work out for him at all. We're going to watch on board with him here in a second, as soon as we can get onto his car. But it doesn't seem like it wants to. There we go. Back it on up here. We're going to ride on board with Charles Gray during this wreck. What did he see? Well, he was all the way in the back, and he ARCA braked straight through it. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what he was thinking during this. I mean, some issues there. There's nothing but smoke. Man, just nowhere. I think he just didn't see that one coming. He didn't slow down that much, but I mean, also he's at full speed, so that's hard to say. That is hard to say.
That was just a racing incident there, and yeah. I think faster pairs are slowly becoming a factor for a lot of these guys getting involved in these wrecks.
Well, we were watching the action back there when that wreck happened, but looks like Brandon Buggs decided to bring it down pit road, and it's going to try the same strategy as Wes. Possibly.
Yeah, he needs fuel. I think he needs fuel, so he's going to get a splash of fuel.
That makes the world of a difference. Now we have a new leader. That is going to be Gage Bauman there. All the way up in the front.
If these guys needed fuel, the rest of the field needs fuel as well. So don't count him out just because he's going to the back right now. There's going to be a lot of guys that aren't paying attention and having to realize that you also need fuel. So it could be pretty interesting with the whole fuel situation.
Absolutely. And you may be wondering, why wouldn't you come down pit road like the rest of the guys? Like, why wouldn't you do that? And it comes down to this, these guys that are, running mid-pack are all the way in the back. They're the ones that don't want to get in any more wrecks tonight. They don't want to have to use all their fast repairs. They want a shot at winning this race. Being up front is usually the best bet. So these guys taking a gamble by not coming down pit road, and they know they have another stop they're going to have to make, but it also equals out because you're not going to have to worry about getting wrecked.
Yeah, you're kind of hopefully clear of all the shenanigans out front, but that's not always the case because we've seen it where those front cars are the ones to cause the wreck, and when that happens, oh boy, look out, because that means 37 other cars have got to get around you, and that is that's a tall feat.
Absolutely, and we're going to see just how well these guys can hold their line up here in the front and hopefully not cause a big crash here in the front. That would take out a lot of drivers. Lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go green this time. Once again, we have a new leader, though, and that's going to be Bauman here up front, or maybe it's Bowman. Up here in front, going to be the control car on this restart. Pace car is down and away. He's holding off the field, holding them off. And green flag back in the air at Daytona.
I'm going to be paying attention to some of those faster guys in the back here. West of the Massacre being one of them. Driver's not happy about that restart. Hearing a little bit of chirping on the radio. But otherwise so good. We might be going three wide in the midfield here, Jeff, as they come onto the backstretch.
That was right around Dylan,
right by West,
Macedo, and Wes.
Yeah, West right behind them. They were three wide. Thankfully, no crashes there.
And it looks like the 88 is going to push on the 81 and try to get back up to the front.
What did I tell you? They found each other again. Little bromance happening, and they're they're very happy with that because they work well together, and they are going to push each other and try and snowplow their way to the front of the field.
Ooh, a move by the 73 there as he was trying to get back in line behind the 97.
The bugs. Oh, and West gets taken out.
Oh, no. The 88 involved.
Oh, he's spinning. Oh, my God. The humanity.
Wow. That is not something you wanted to see. We're going to watch back and see exactly what happened here, folks. Wow. There's a lot of smoke happening right there, right out of the gate. I don't think he had anywhere he could go in this position. It looks like the two cars got down on the apron there, and that was possibly Hilton trying to push on the 81 of Bugs there and came up the track right into the door of the 88.
So what actually happened is the car in front of the 81, I can't tell, it's the one with the green wheels, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He actually, they were three wide for a second. He thought he was clear coming from the top lane down, and he chopped Bugs' nose off, which sent him flying, and that's what caused the chain reaction there.
Yep, you can see it now. It was just a little further back, and you see exactly what happens in a 95 car. Man, that was not what they wanted to see. But you know what? These guys that are quick in the back, they have not used any of their fast repairs yet. So, I mean, there's that. There's still hope. Still a lot of racing to go. We're just past halfway.
If you were in the Bugs camp, he actually escaped that without too much damage. The one where you got to, if you are worried about some drivers, you got to be worried about the 88 car right now. He took a lot of damage there. He's going to have to use a fast repair because he spun probably about 12 times and got hit again.
Riding on board here with Bugs, and there it is. The 95 just comes down across the nose, nowhere to go, gets pushed. And he got it straight there. Like you said, Not too much damage.
Yeah. Good job by Bugs to keep it in line. And yeah, and again, another racing incident. I think he thought he was clear. There's a lot going on in that car. There's a lot of things happening, and you might not hear your spotter, and your spotter might not update. A lot of these guys, I think most of these guys are using the automatic spotter included in iRacing, and sometimes it doesn't always give you an updated
Right.
you're clear, or it's a little delayed, or you're not listening to it. So he probably thought he was clear and he wasn't. So again, unfortunate, but that happens.
Absolutely. And we are going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back, folks, under the lights of Daytona. All right, and we are back here, just about to get this thing restarted here for you. We have completed 38 laps tonight. And what was that, about 6 cautions now?
Something like that. Who's counting in chat? Anyone counting?
Somebody's got to be counting it.
Somebody's got to be counting.
I'd rather not know. But it's been a lot tonight, and that's kind of been the whole, that's been everything about this race. Has been just guys that are, getting impatient because they're constantly under caution. And that changes up the way the racing goes.
I think you just got a lot of guys that are bags of nerves right now. I think a lot of them are, this could be their first race in an official league. They're on the big screen. They're on TV. They realize they're on TV right now, twitch.tv/jfavignano. And so I think a lot of them are just a little twitchy out there with the wheel, a little nervous. Again, the mistakes we're seeing aren't huge. They're not like massive driver errors. Most of the mistakes we are seeing are just honest, either racing incidents or just honest mistakes. So we're not seeing anything that's completely just due to driver ignorance or just terrible driving. But it's gonna happen. The bigger the field, the more cautions you're gonna have. So it is a byproduct of having such a large field. But when it's green, it is green and it's good. So we got to savor those moments. But I still think it's gonna get real interesting coming down the last 10 laps here, Jeff. I think we're gonna see big rap. Okay, I'll shut up. All
right, green flag back in the air, and that's Bowman there pushing out front. Well, that's the 44 pushing on Bowman there to try to get in front of everybody, and he's starting to break away, and that's not what you want to see. You don't want to get too far out there, because then the whole field is going to swallow you up really fast.
They are going 3 wide as the top line drops to the back here in the midfield. But those front 2 cars are out there on an island, Jeff. Gage Bowman and Isaiah Stevens are completely out there on an island as the mid-pack needs to catch up to them. And that's going to be, I think that's them. Is that them, Gage Bowman? And I can't tell.
Yeah, that's them.
Tell these cars. Okay, good.
That's Bowman and Isaiah Stevens out front right now. And then, yeah, it's starting to get a little swimmy back there by Reno. I'm going to keep an eye back there. That's starting to get a little crazy. And P11, P10 right there. Everybody fighting for the top 10. And Osborne's made his way up to P5. He's in 5th.
Great drive by Osborne to make his way through the field. That's not easy feat to do. Some of your regulars, West the Best Graham is still back in 19th as he goes to the outside lane, trying to make a pass here and try and get that outside train going. There is a 6-car train there now. Never mind 5-car, and people are getting impatient. Don't want to work on that outside lane, Jeff. I think we're gonna quickly see everyone going back single file here shortly.
Yep, that's what's happening right now. We're riding on board with Wes Graham, and you can see that bottom lane just completely dominant. And the guys that are on the top are trying to fight their way to get back in line. Look at Wes going to the outside, 3 wide.
3 wide. Does he have enough speed to clear him? He does. But he doesn't. He's going to try and drop down here. I don't think he can. No, and he's going to lose that position, Jeff. Just like that. Shows you the power of the draft.
Absolutely. We're back in line once again, conga line. And that is because that's the safest way around, is going to be in that lane. Just, everybody kind of waiting. But the problem is, when do you pull out of line to try to get around these guys? Because if you're the 44 car, you're going to hope that the 2 is going to go with you. And if he doesn't go, then everybody's screwed. And it's a matter of just waiting. But I'll tell you, one car that will not wait is going to be that 80. He's going to be ready. And the next 10 laps, well, I bet we will see him start to make his way out to the outside lane to see if somebody's going to go with him.
I'm just looking at who's behind him and who could be the friend to the big beef mobile. You got Robert Keller behind him. He's no stranger to these tracks. Same with Aaron Beaver, some of our regular guys, Clint Spells, Alexander Reno, even some of the new guys, Logan Puggy. I can't say his name. Sorry, Logan. They all could be. They all could head out there, and they're gonna need to. He's gonna need more than one friend. That's the trouble here, Jeff. If it's just 2 of you, that ain't gonna work. You need more than one friend.
Yes, you do. And I'm looking back here on the back side of Bowman, and you can see that Stevens has a lot of damage on the front of that Ford Mustang.
Oh, that Nest quick car is gonna be the Nest slow car. I'm sorry. Can't see.
The Nest slow car. That's a good one. I like the Reese's scheme too. That's a good one. I like that.
I know. I want a Reese's cup now.
Yeah, and I never really think about that until Halloween, where you're like, oh, I want a Reese's cup. But
yeah,
that's advertising at work right there.
I don't think I've ever bought a Reese's peanut butter cup. Bought one. I've gotten them at Halloween.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I've actually purchased them before.
This stream not sponsored by Reese's.
Not sponsored at all. No.
And Thrustmaster. And I'm hungry for some racing wheels and some racing cockpits. And if you're hungry for racing cockpits and wheels, check out our fantastic friends over at Thrustmaster and NLR.
Absolutely. A lot of guys that are here in the league right now driving these virtual race cars around virtual Daytona are using Thrustmaster products and Next Level Racing cockpits. And watching right here, the 44 just cannot get to the back bumper. I don't know if that's purpose or not, or if that's part of this package with the next gen car, but it seems like it's almost difficult for these guys to get up on the back bumper when they get that gap going. But you can see how the front of the 44 is completely caved in, and on the back bumper of these cars, you see where the nose went in the back end of another car. So I don't know what's going on here, and we even see the 92 up here with no hood in P4.
That's weight savings, Jeff.
And we haven't talked about Allen. We haven't talked about David Allen back here running P4 right now. He has no hood on that 92 Hooters car at all.
The Hooters is missing a hood.
It's missing a hood, and here comes...
You gotta cover that, Hooters. Come on. You gotta cover the goods.
That's a great job by him. Yeah, he's been one to watch. He was in the back there for a while, and I had noticed that he had been making his moves slowly towards the front. But these guys in the front, remember, they have not pit yet. They have to make that decision. When are they going to come down pit road? And they're hoping that there's going to be a caution.
They are hoping.
That's what they're hoping.
Caution.
yes. We're going to watch here.
I wonder, I'm really curious of what their fuel is right now, because Wes got fuel, Bugs got fuel. The guys that, kind of know what they're doing, got fuel. So what are these other guys doing? Did they forget about it? I don't know.
We're on board with Osborne right now, and you can see everybody just in that nice, easy line here. And looking at the back, you can see there's the Reese's car, the 4, the Robert Keller. And you can hear them breathing that throttle in and out like that. What they're doing is they're preventing themselves from getting too close to the car in front of them. So we're seeing Osborne here getting too close to the 92, and he backs off that throttle. Backs off the throttle. But you see these cars, they're running, what, 9,100, and the caution flies.
Caution. Some drivers are very happy to see that.
Yes, and I'm not sure what happened there. Was that Charles Gray involved? It might have been Charles Gray. He disappeared from the world there for a second. I don't think he has any... No, I don't think it was Charles, so I'm not sure who that was involved in that one. We're trying to find out.
Little peek here, see if I can see.
It was not in this lane. It might have been these 4 cars back here in the back.
It was not.
No, it's another Phantom caution.
Are these?
No, the 86 has got a lot of damage on the nose of that car. Something happened, but they lost connection out of the iRacing world, and I think that might have been the problem.
It was way in the back.
Yep. Well, there you go. I mean, that happens. That's racing on the internet right there. Goes to show just how insane it can be. And we find ourselves back under caution, Ryan.
My favorite. The time where we gotta fill some dead air, Jeff. We gotta make this somewhat interesting.
I know. I've been really excited. I've been excited for the racing that we have seen, but man, yeah, caution fest. But you know what? Daytona usually is.
Yeah, it is.
And
you should have come prepared.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen. It's no different. It's Daytona. It's just how it's going to go. And then in the last second, it's, last few laps, and here comes the 44 now of Stevens. He's going to bring it down pit road and get fuel. Slid that car into that spot.
Wait, leader crashed out under caution just now.
The leader
I'm hearing from our insiders. The leader just crashed out.
He's back. I'm watching him live right now. Yeah, he's back on the track.
They're giving him his spot back. That's
okay.
Nice of them.
That was nice. He crashed out. He just had a huge blink. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of connection issues tonight.
Yeah. There's some questionable Wi-Fi routers out there. Everyone, if you're still on dial-up, you shouldn't be in this league.
Yep, back under caution once again. Our favorite, right? 100%.
How long are these? 5 minutes of longer than that, probably.
It's probably right around that. Yeah, I'd imagine for just even 3 laps around this place. Well, that was really nice of them to take care of that. I'm sure that was race admin that took care of that for them. And remember, folks, it's pretend, like it's not pretend, but it's virtual racing, and that's what happens. You have a connection issue, something drops, something happens, Windows 10 pops up and says, hey, I have an update for you. Black screens you and your headset when you're playing in VR. Those things are very real for these drivers out here, and it's a whole new world of problems that can arise.
You're getting Bonsai Buddy pop-ups, you're getting AOL instant messages. I don't know what year it is anymore.
Bonsai Buddy.
Bonsai Buddy. AIM.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yep. 2004. What a year. Yeah, but yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. We got how many laps left?
Well, we're still
12.
Yeah, we're still under caution. Let's look at some of these cars. I want to see some of these paint schemes. Let's get a focus on some of these guys, and it looks like they have the lights on the pace car there. The fat tire car back there looks really nice. The 9.
Fat tire, is that a beer?
Yep, that's Scott Barkman in the 9 car. And then in front of him is that 60 car, Ryan Potter. I like the colors on that one, the blue and the yellow. The SP.
It does look good.
Bond Shop, is that what that says? I believe so. Beach Boys. Nope, Beach Shop. I couldn't read it. Maybe not even that. Maybe Bradle Shop.
Look like Budweiser at the front. Right?
It does kind of have that little B, like that style of the B, 100%. And then we have the Alex Bowman 48 car. For some weird reason, I cannot get Rucci's car to come through correctly.
Yeah, it's different for me. It's the Badger Graphics car. 28 looks good. It's you'll have to take my word for it.
Well, let's talk about some drivers that we do want to watch on this restart. That is going to be the 80 car there, starting on the outside of that's S3 of the Allen there, and the 92 Allen. Starting the outside of there, he's made his way up to P4, but another one to keep an eye on here is back here That was going to be Mr. Brandon Buggs with Wes Graham. They're starting in P15-16 back there. And they got their work cut out for them. A lot of these guys, I don't know who is left to come down pit road, but it's a few of them out front. But I'm going to shut up here, and we're going to kill the music and get back to racing once again. And hopefully we'll get some green flag laps in here.
Here's to hoping.
And they will complete lap 50 here, which will go 10 to go at the line.
Still questionable about that hoodless car. There's weight savings and there's cooling going on with that hood. I don't know about that. But so far so good, as they say. I'm
blown away that he does not have a hood on that car and he's able to keep the speed that he has in it right now. And the 80 has some friends back there pushing the outside lane, trying to make it work. And like we talked about, these guys have to make it happen. And we're seeing some side drafting starting to form right around third, fourth position with the 92 of Allen and Osborne going door to door there. And look at that. You got Kellert and Beaver just absolutely knocking doors.
A lot of people in that outside lane. That's what's gonna need to happen here. But they're still dropping back, Jeff. There's 8 cars in that outside. Oh, they're wrecking.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, that's the big one.
Bugs
guys.
made it right through there.
Big one. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was Aaron Beaver was involved in that one in the 97 car. We're going to back this up and try to figure out what exactly went down right here, but it was not pretty by any means. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make it a little quicker here. Right when it happened, try to find out what exactly went on. It was that car that went up into Beaver. Nowhere to go. It was the 60. Not sure what happened there.
I'm counting at least 12 cars involved in that one, Jeff.
Wow. Yeah, you can see the whole field stacked up, 54-73. That is definitely a big wreck right there.
You should see the impact on this one car. Went right into the barrier. I need to see who that is. That is a violent, fake virtual crash. I hope they're okay in their racing rig.
And we're going to watch the blimp view on this because it was absolute craziness. Nowhere to go. The 15 into the 73. And the 20 losing control and bringing that car into the wall. And there's just smoke for days out of these cars here. We're trying to see if we can find anybody else that was involved with that. But, man, everybody just kind of... It seems like when that crash happened, a lot of guys just dropped. They just completely dropped from the service. I don't understand why that happened.
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Andrew Ewing just disappeared. I was watching because he went into the wall.
It was Ryan Potter?
He hits the wall, he just disappears. Send out a search party. He went to space. I
can't even get Ryan Potter's car at all to pop up on screen. Here we go. A little bit better there.
Oh, scuff broadcast continues.
Absolutely. It was just craziness. I mean, we're going to watch the 60 here and what happened and try to find out what exactly happened. I mean, they had so much room on the bottom there, it looked like. They got going fine on that restart. Things were fine. And we'll find out what happened right here at the tri-ovals where it all went down. The 97 of Beaver possibly just came down for a side draft on the 60 right at the line and didn't have a... Yep, that's exactly what happened. And it looked like it was it was net code that happened. The 97 came down, got on the right side of the 60, but probably for him, he was side drafting him, and the net code just happened, and it spun that car around. There was nothing they could do there.
And chat is saying that people are dropping because of the crashing going on, like the in-game car crashing going on. That is causing issues with people's connections. It's been happening on iRacing all week, apparently. So thank you to Emmett Gillen for that information.
Yeah, and you can see right there, that was Beaver's onboard camera here. We'll back it up one more time, but you can see he went down for that side draft, and it was just not enough with that net code, and that's all it took at full speed. Yeah, and then they dropped. Okay, well, it's good to know that we aren't crazy. Nothing we have been doing wrong. It's just, yeah, everything's breaking, apparently.
Oh, we're crazy, Jeff.
We crazy.
We're crazy. We know what's going on.
Oh, man. Well, we're back under caution again now. It's going to get to the point where we're running out of time. These guys in the back start getting a little more impatient, but man, we might see an upset here. This is something that's so great about us opening the doors and bringing us so many new drivers. There's so many more opportunities for other drivers to win races here. It's not going to be your top, top 5 that are running every single week. And this one, yeah, this one's always a crapshoot. So it's anybody's guess who's going to win this one here.
This one's literally a roll of the dice. You could win this race. You could be sitting P25 and you could win this race. Like if you could dream it, it can happen.
Absolutely.
And it has happened at Daytona. We've seen it in this league. So yeah, this race is fun. I like starting off with Daytona because it's a fun race. You don't really need much. Okay, I should word this differently. I was going to say you don't need much skill, but it is just a bit of luck. A lot of it's just luck.
Yes.
And that's good. It's not just your top guys who have been iRacing for 10 years or whatever. It's not going to be those guys winning every race. It's going to be, you can get somebody that's not usually up there taking the checker flag.
And they are 2x2. Lights are off on the pace car. Will be green flag next time by here. And let's have a look and see what is going on with our top 10. Bowman, Essery, you got Allen and Keller, you got Osborne, Rucci, Spells, Barkman, all rounding up in the top 8.
Where's Bugs at?
Currently right now on the scoring, it is showing Brandon Bugs P9 right now. Wes Graham at P10.
P9.
So those guys have made their way into the top 10, and don't count them out. There's a lot of racing to go here still. But this is the exciting part right here, because now there's not enough time. We're going to restart this race in lap 55. It's going to be halfway. So that means it's go time. It's no more let's get in a single file line and just, ride. This is all down to this. All right, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Pace car is down and away. The 36 of Bowman is your control car, and green flag back in the air.
Green flag in the air. And yeah, they are too wide all the way through this front straight here, heading into turn 1.
It got really dicey back there, and you see Scott Bartman kind of all the place, but look at up here in front of the 80 car of Osborne pushing on the back of Robert Keller. Keller out of nowhere up into P3.
Really nice push in there from Osborne as we come onto the back straight here into turn 3.
Oh, and they contact. They keep it straight there, but the 36 came up a little bit into the door of the 80, and it may have been just from side drafting.
Just like that, the Reese's Pieces mobile.
But look at this Essery up front. We're watching that battle there, and here's the 6 of Allen pushing on the 80 of Osborne. And
outside
it's 2.
Line.
Oh, it's 2x2.
Outside line actually doing some work now.
Robert Keller to the lead.
Bobby K in the lead. Come on, Bobby.
They are keeping it green for now. And here's Osborne pushing on the back of the 4. He's made us well up into second.
Oh, we got some action here. Midfield. They're wrecking, Jeff.
Oh, big crash back here. Big crash. Yep, we're going to find out what happened here. Let's watch the 11 here. And it looks like the 44 was involved in that one as well. Isaiah Stevens. We're going to back it up here and slow it down and find out what happened. That's the first car I saw sideways here in this whole ordeal. And the caution flies once again. The 13 gets absolutely in the back end of the 44. Then that's when he spun around. The 36 kind of dived down out of the way.
No, 13 was trying to avoid the 36 there, Jeff. The 36 was slow down the bottom lane.
Right.
I think he got a little loose or something happened. So the 13 was trying to actually avoid him because you can see him down on the bottom lane already there.
Yeah, but I'm watching this back, and that was 100% net code between the 13 and the 44. Like, he was not on his bumper at all in the 44. That or he just took the air away on the side of that car. I don't think that was it. I think that's a net code issue 100%.
That code, yeah.
You hate to see it, but that's part of iRacing. A lot of damage on the nose of that 11 when he went in the back end of the 13 there. And the 22 of Reno involved in that wreck. Spells had the worst ride of that whole ordeal.
I think we're going to see a lot more retirements happening. So far, some notable regulars who have retired. We got Anthony DeFrenchie, Tony Wilson, and Ben Tuttle and Stephen Harris. Unfortunately, not able to finish this race.
And watching right here exactly what happened. You can see that 36. Yeah, something going on with the 36. That's really unfortunate for that team because they were running so well out front. Maybe he ran out of gas. You know, they were pushing it as far as that goes. I think he might have been out of fuel. And he was slow on the bottom and has screwed up the whole momentum there of that line. And look at Reno trying to get through there. Absolutely destroyed.
I think you're right, Jeff. He dove to the bottom.
Yeah, he dove to the bottom. I think he was out of fuel.
I think he was out of fuel.
They're stretching it a little too much right there. I mean, that's what it comes down to, you know, making these decisions. If you want to be that driver that's going to be the one saying, hey, I'm going to try to stretch it out to the end because they want to win a race. I mean, I totally understand the reason why they do it. But at what cost? You fall like a rock. You were leading the race.
Yep.
You got to make that decision. Even last caution we had, which was not very long ago, should have come down pit road.
Yeah, you see that laps left. You start doing some beautiful mind calculations in your head with the amount of fuel you got remaining. I think I can make it, and didn't really work there. You know you want to win the race, but you need fuel to make it happen. Fuel going race car, race car go burr, race car win. One part in there for it to work.
Well, now things have been changed up completely. The leaders have all been shaken up from this. And look at who really benefited in that whole ordeal is Wes Graham there and Brandon Buggs now up in top 5 P6 positions. A real good shot at getting back up to the front here on this next restart. And it's going to come down to just being out of time. I think we're going to have a green-white checker here.
Yeah, we are. One of three attempts here, Jeff.
3 attempts at the green-white checker. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but they're going to be 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back as we have the lights out on the pace car getting ready to get restarted here tonight to finish this crazy race out here at Daytona.
I have a feeling that they're going to need all 3 of these green-white checkers.
Yes, I absolutely have to agree with that. If you guys don't know already, my name is Jeff Favignano and Mr. Civ Ryan here in the booth tonight, bringing you all the action here. And a big thanks to FRN, the Flat Out Racing Network, for providing the graphics here tonight as we have been watching the Daytona 150 driven by Thrustmaster. It's coming down to this, man. This is it. Green, white checkers, and we know it's going to be absolutely crazy.
Well, we got some big names out front. Brandon Osborne, Robert Keller. They are up in the mix, but look who's behind them though. There, Jeff. We got Wes Graham, Brandon Buggs, and Clint Spells up in 3rd place. Let's go, Clint. And some fresh new faces still there that we are going to learn their names and how to pronounce them as the weeks go by.
Who's your pick to win? You know, for me, I'm going to go with the 4 of Robert Keller. I want to see him get a win here in this league, and he's the one I'm going for here. I think he can pull it off. Green flag back in the air.
I got the 6 of Clint Spells. He's sitting in the 3rd. I think the front 2 are going to wreck, and he's going to cruise to a victory.
We're about to find out as we are green flag racing once again. The 81 of Brandon Buggs on the outside lane pushing on the 2. And that is Chris Essery back there. A lot of side drafting happening there. You got Clint Spells right next to Essery there. And now there's no movement there in the middle of the pack. Or sorry, back there in P4, P5. And the 4 of Keller out front.
Green, white checker. How it works is this will be the white flag. So next, if they can make it through the finish line here without an incident, this race will be confirmed on the last lap. We'll see if they can make it.
A lot of movement back there. That was Esri that made that move just on the outside of the 6 of Clint Spells.
Right.
But look at this gap up to the front where the 80 car of Osborne is pushing Keller to 100% as hard as he can right now. He can't get back to his bumper right now.
Hey, Jeff, white flag's in the air. Who's providing it?
That would be white flag. That's 1 lap to go, sponsored by Thrustmaster here tonight.
There it is.
It's coming down to this. Come on, Keller. He's getting the push from Osborne. Osborne really, really wants to get there. He's going to have to lag back a little bit to try to get back on that run. He's going to need Spells to do it.
Spells trying to go to the outside here.
A lot of movement. Keller's going to have to block his butt off right here. He's going to bring it to the line. Keller will win.
Let's go.
Robert Keller, your winner here tonight at Daytona, and it was 1 green, white checkered finish.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, they did it. They didn't need all 3.
Absolutely insane. And you gotta be happy for this guy. You can see the fireworks going on. Wow.
Drivers are going nuts. The drivers are going nuts for Robert Keller. That unconfirmed. That might be his first OCRP win, and he has been in the league for quite some time. So hell yeah, brother.
It's always good to see guys like Robert Keller that's been here since the beginning that have just been trying and trying. And here you are, you know, the season opener at Daytona, and he gets it done.
Great finish there. Clean finish by all the drivers there. I didn't see if any wrecks happened back there. I'm gonna check in with the with Bugs. It looks like Bugs finished 9th place there.
Yeah, we'll get the unofficial results to you in just a second here. We're gonna watch Keller burn it down as he absolutely needs to here. Long time coming for the 4 car here. That's Robert Keller, otherwise known as Bearder. And he makes some YouTube videos out there of some of the recaps of these races. And what just an all-around great guy. I'm really happy. Like I told you, I was going for him because I had a feeling he could pull it off tonight. And maybe I gave him that law of attraction. He was able to get it done.
Commentator's curse? What? More like commentator's blessing.
Yes. Absolutely amazing, buddy. Burn it down. He's putting it all the way up next to the wall.
Hell yeah, Bobby K. Hell yeah. We will be providing some post-race interviews here, so stay tuned. Don't you go anywhere.
Don't you go anywhere.
Clicking off this stream. Stop it. Move that cursor away. You stay right here. We're talking to these guys.
Let's look at the race results here, see where everybody ended up here. Robert Keller, your winner tonight in that Ford Mustang, the Reese's Ford Mustang. Brandon Osborne in P2, which pushed. It looked to me like he was not really challenging Keller too much there. He pushed him to the victory, and maybe it was just that difficult for them to get back to that bumper. Clint Spells, great run for that 6 car run in P3. Wes Graham in 4th, David Allen 5th, Scott Barkman in 6th, 7th to Matt Rucci. Then we got Dylan Macedo, Brandon Bugs rounding out the top 10 with Leonard Fodoraro the 5th. And continuing from there, P11 was Javier Rodriguez, Chris Essery, Isaiah Stevens, Aaron Beaver in P14, P15 right there to Ryan Potter, Jason Lance, Jeffrey Spells, Logan, then Pew, and then we got Charles Gray, not the night he needed, running P19, Stefan Benende. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to be biased for the guys that we have been around for so long. It's easy to do that, to be like, oh, darn. But Gage Bowman right there going from the front all the way to the back and ends up P21. Right behind him, Alexander Reno in the 22 car. Stephen Thompson, Jerry Maynard, Kyle Cleveland, Andrew Ewing. Then we got Christopher Fleischner, Nick Sargent, Kenneth Spooner, and Joel Brown. I'm not going to call him the 5th because that's just a iRacing deal there. James Hilton runs 31 there, 31st. Zachary Guzman, Tony Wilson, Anthony DeFrenchi, Ben Tuttle, Robert Webb, Riley Wilson, and Stephen Harris rounds out everybody here tonight at Daytona. There you have it, folks. What a night that was. If you want to know what's going on, we have the next race at Rockingham, otherwise known as The Rock. It's an old school track from back in the day. They don't run it anymore, so it'll be a lot of fun to watch them race there. Stick around. We're going to get to some post-race interviews here shortly. All right, Ryan, we are good.
Who do you want to interview?
There's so much to talk about tonight. What an incredible race by everyone. I do want to talk to Robert Keller. Robert, tell us about your race, man. Congratulations on the win. I know this one was a long time coming. How was the Gen car tonight, and how did you get it done? Hello, Mr. Keller.
Still better than a Bugs interview.
I don't hear him at all.
I don't hear him at all. He's too busy drinking champagne.
All right.
Around the house.
Well, I'm gonna come back down. Okay, that's all right. We see the this. Oh, there he is, right there, Keller.
There
did you hear?
Push to talk.
Oh, okay. Tell us about your race, man.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Yeah, A season's coming, right? First off, I mean, it was just really came down to being on the inside lane on those restarts the entire time. I was just like, all right, I'm on the inside, good. I'm on the inside, good. And then I feel bad for whoever was in the lead when Brandon was pushing me on the outside. I kind of thanked him by pulling him up, staying outside so he can come up with me. So really appreciate it, Brandon, whoever was behind him at the end there. I was like, don't go yellow, come into the green, white, checker, white. But oh my goodness, that was a blast.
There you have it. It's this is your first win in the OCRP iRacing League. Is this new package something you think you're going to get a handle on?
Yeah, first win in general, like ever. I've never won anything on iRacing, so this is cool. And I mean, if everything goes along like this, yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see what it's going to do on the shorter tracks where you get a little bit more throttle play and stuff. But I mean, the outside lane just stinks on Daytona now. But yeah, it was. Hopefully this is a sign of good things to come.
Absolutely, man. I can't think of anybody here that deserves it more than yourself. We were rooting for you up there in the front. I knew you hadn't had a win, but I didn't know you hadn't had a win in iRacing at all. That is just such a big one. I mean, you take them when you can get them, and you got it done here at Daytona tonight. All right, Ryan, I'll let you talk to somebody next.
That's your first ever iRacing, not just in the league? iRacing as a whole?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You gotta go celebrate, my man. I can hear the smile through the radio there. And dude, congratulations. I just want to start that off. Congratulations to Robert.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
You got it, buddy. We're all super stoked for you. Who do I want to talk to? I want to talk to Charles Gray. No, he's already messaged me. He doesn't want to talk. He's being all salty.
No.
Who should we talk to? I kind of want to talk to a new guy. Let's talk to David Allen. Is David Allen here?
Hey. Oh.
Hey, David Allen's here. David, how was your race, man? Good finish. Top 5 in your debut in this league.
Absolutely electric. I went from 30th to 5th. It was absolutely insane. I pitted super early on, so I was kind of worried that I wouldn't, make it there at the end on fuel, but I had plenty of fuel there at the end and just hugged the inside line the whole entire race and did good.
Well, congratulations. Good start to your Season 8 in your OCRP iRacing career.
Thank you.
The other person I want to talk to, I think I know the answer, was it the 33 car, Jeff, that we saw jump down because we thought they ran out of fuel?
That would be Gage. He was in the 36 car. Gage. Is it Bauman or Bowman?
It's actually going to be Bookman.
Oh, I'm not even close. So we screwed that up totally bad tonight. But
spelling of your name, because that's clearly wrong. So you're gonna have to fix that for us. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. So what actually happened there? Was it fuel?
Yeah, I ran out of fuel. I started completely last, way back in 38th, worked my way up, got caught up in a wreck, worked my way back up into first, and then just made a bad judgment on my fuel.
So you knew you were running low. Were you trying to save on those cautions? You were clutching it and turning it off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Didn't work though.
So close, but yet so far, Gage Bookman. Again, I'm not going to call you that. I'm calling you Bauman until you fix your name.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's you all got to get ready for that. I'm going to call you whatever I want. So you guys, the regular guys know. So you just got to be prepared to answer to some. Trust me, I could call you worse.
If I butchered your name tonight, drop a line. I want to know. Just because that's.
If I butchered your name, don't say anything because I don't care.
One guy I do want to talk to is going to be Mr. Brandon Osborne. What a night. Started out, towards the front and then had a few mix-ups there and got caught up in some wrecks and some nonsense in the back, but pushed your way all the way back to the front, and then you were able to push Keller to the win. How did your night go?
It went a lot better than I expected after those first 5 laps. We barely got tangled up in that first incident, and it knocked me 2 laps down. Engine blew in the middle of the backstretch back on the other side of the track, so we had to tow. The race went green before we even got out of pit lane, so I thought we were done for. But this big beef machine is real strong this year, and we fought back from 2 laps down to get back up to where we were. Made sure we were good on fuel. Was really questioning those guys in the front if they can make it or not, and one of them didn't. So we got lucky in some places and put in some hard work, and had my temporary crew chief pop in and kind of let Robert know that I wanted this to happen for him. So he said that this was his first ever iRacing win. That's it makes it even more joyful to see it happen. So I had a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, and I've noticed that Mr. Osborne's got a nice microphone there. That sounds actually really nice. Moving on, I did want to talk to Wes Graham. You had an up and down night. You had a lot of promise there in the beginning, and you ran really well with Brandon Buggs tonight. But what happened that you came down pit road and you decided to try a different strategy than everybody else? You went with fuel and then a little splash of fuel there, and then got back out there, and then we're in the back, and it looks like you got caught up in some stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just typical Daytona stuff. We determined on the Monday practice that we could only go about 37 laps on fuel, so I was kind of hoping, to make it towards that particular number, and we got right there at the edge of the fuel window. Didn't expect this many cautions, but it is Daytona, so what can you really expect? But somehow or another got back and rebounded back to a top 5 with the 88, so really happy with that. Got to thank Thrustmaster, Next Level Race for coming on board this season. Thank y'all for the broadcasts and everything. And very looking forward to seeing what we can do next week at The Rock.
Absolutely. There you go. Wes had an up and down day, but I'm going to bring it back to you, Ryan. Anybody else you want to talk to?
Not really. Let's let these guys go.
All right. Sounds good.
Good race, everybody. We'll see.
All right. Well, that is that. Let me get back into the call with Ryan so we can finish this thing out strong. Strong. Calling back. There we go. Perfect. There you have it, folks. What a night of racing under the lights at Daytona. We saw some up and down days for a lot of different drivers, but they were able to get it done. Ryan, any final thoughts?
Oh, final thoughts. Cars turned left. Cars crashed a lot. It was fun. Saw a great guy win. I'm happy. Good Thursday night. And great turnout, by the way. Thanks so much for everybody for watching this. Unbelievable turnout for iRacing. So thank you to the viewers for being here. It makes it way more fun for us when there's a bunch of people watching. It gets us going. So thank you to you guys.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you for everything tonight. Yeah, I know that it's one of those things when we have these broadcasts, we're not going to be very active in the chat because we have so much going on and we have to keep an eye on the race. And we're going to learn as time goes on here. But I've got to say, I'm just so over the moon to see Robert Keller not only win his first in the OCRP iRacing League, but also just as a whole in iRacing. you have to feel good for a guy when they have never won in iRacing and they have been doing it as long as they have. So really happy to see it. Big thanks to Ryan for hanging out with me tonight. That's going to do it for us here in the booth, and we'll see you all next time at The Rock.
Love you.